also the Innovation Award by Lead the Way that we established last year. And we established it because solving social problems is a complicated, complex thing. And programs like such as Stable Harvest really address some of that. I remember the first time I actually heard about this farm and the program. It was unbelievable, and one of those things that you actually can't believe that it can happen in a community. So I do want to invite a very special person to me to talk about this award. Arnold Silver is not a donor. He is a person I love and care much about, a friend, and the only person that can really speak about the Stable Harvest farm.
Thank you very much, Kat, and thank you to everybody for bidding on the special trip that Sid and Stable Farms have arranged. For those of you who have never been out there, it's absolutely an amazing place. Now, you all have to do me a favor. The ones outside, if you could keep quiet for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, because my voice at my age doesn't sort of sound too well. So I need to have quiet, and we'll continue on. The reason that I have the honor of presenting the Lighting the Way Award to Sid tonight is probably because I'm one of Sid's oldest friends. Our friendship spans over 65 years. Yes, 65 years. Now I could stand here and share dozens of stories from our decades of friendship, but I won't. Well, maybe I will. I won't tell you about meeting Sid at UBC or how he beat me to graduation because he left school early. I won't mention the early days of Budget Rent-A-Car or how I saw him on Georgia Street washing cars himself to save $2. I'm also not going to talk tonight about all of Sid's business successes, from rental cars to racehorses, or the incredible personal and family life. Because tonight I want to focus on something that defines Sid more than any of that, his heart. Sid's generosity is something you don't just see, you feel. He learned early on from his parents, Jack and Minnie, that giving back and helping those in need isn't something optional, it's part of life. Whenever Sid was asked for help, financial or otherwise, he was there. Most of the time, he offered this help without the ask. And while he likes things done his way, all don't we all, his wisdom, insight, and genuine understanding of community needs makes his advice and leadership invaluable to nonprofits and causes everywhere. Sid told me once that the first donation was a single dollar to Jewish National Fund Blue Box. He quickly realized that even small acts of giving could make a real difference. With the success of Budget and other ventures, Sid's generosity grew. He became not only a successful businessman, but a committed philanthropist. And most of you here tonight know firsthand just how much Sid and Joanne and family have given, how deeply they've shaped and strengthened our community. I'm reminded and inspired by this every time I drive by 12th and Oak and see Sid and Joanne's name on the Vancouver General Hospital. But what you might not see is the way Sid listens, advises, and rolls up his sleeves behind the scenes. When he believes in a cause, he gives more than money. He gives his time, his insight, and his heart. He has passed his legacy on to his children and grandchildren, and will continue with his great-grandchildren, a total of 18 Pellsbergs from Sid Pellsberg. Just as his parents passed it to him. That's a rare and beautiful thing. Tonight's Lighting the Way Award from JFS represents not just an individual achievement, is something our entire Jewish community can take pride in. It honors Sid's kindness, his vision, and his unwavering generosity. In the videos you'll see tonight, you'll learn more about Sid's current work with Stable Farms, a meaningful project that continues his legacy of building, supporting, and nurturing community. I also want to say a few words about JFS, Jewish Family Services, and the critical work they do. They serve people from all walks of life, offering everything from food security to mental health support. Their services are needed now more than ever, and tonight we're here to make sure the great work continues. And so, Sid, my dear friend, on behalf of Anita, our family, and the trustees of the Arnold and Anita Silver Foundation, Anita, Stacy, Stephen, and Marcy, I want to say something from the heart. In honor of your lifetime giving, in honor of your deep love for our community, and in honor of our friendship we've shared for over 6 decades, we are proud tonight to donate $25,000 to JFS in your name. We do this not just to mark your achievements, but because we know how much this means to you and you continue to give. Sid, continue successful work with Stable Farms. Stay healthy, and God bless you. We love you.
I was introduced to Coastal Reese Farm. I thought what their vision was, and I tried to come back and do the same thing. The educational component they had with the camps and the beautification students coming, it really got me excited.
Sid Billsberg started something really amazing in our community. He just founded an unbelievable farm that combines the ability to really support people with food, but also provide education for kids. And if you really ask yourself how many farms are out there that really have a mission of feeding people while educating kids, there aren't that many. And I was in a meeting with a lot of other agencies, and we were all talking about the food and donations. And what was interesting is that each and any of them had some connection with Stable Farms Farm. It really tells you that this farm has touched many people in our community, many people in JFS community. And when these things happen, when two partners can really come together with aligned vision and mission and be able to support the community in such a way, there's so much power behind that.
Since support of the program has been incredible, we're seeing more and more need in our grocery program, and since providing us with healthy, nutritious produce that we can send out to our clients. We're so grateful for Sid's supports, and I'd really like to thank Sid for all his generosity.
Thank you so much for everything that you have done for the Jewish Family Services, for the community you serve, and for the community as a whole. Without you, without Stable Harvest, and without your amazing stuff, we wouldn't be able to deliver amazing fresh foods to hundreds of our clients. Thank you.
Sid, This is very special for me, like I said before, to give you this award. I am very, very privileged to have this honor. You are a very, very special person, very special friend. He deserves everything that you get, and especially the honor you get tonight. God bless you.
Thank you, Jewish Family Services, for this incredible award. On behalf of myself and Stable Harvest Farm, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone here tonight. My name is Sid Belsberg, and I'm proud to be the founder of Stable Harvest Farm. Let me share how it all began. 7 years ago, I read an article that really struck me. It said that a staggering number of children in British Columbia go to school hungry every day. That hit me hard. I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I immediately wanted to help. At that time, I had just sold my business and found myself at a turning point. My horse farm stable in Langley was sitting idle, and the timing felt right to give the land a new purpose. I wanted to give back, especially to the Jewish community, so I decided to transform a 65-acre property into an organic vegetable farm. I created the Stable Harvest Farm Society and donated the land with one clear condition: the land can never be sold. I also committed to long-term funding to make sure it could succeed for decades to come. It was the start of a new chapter in my life and something deeply meaningful. Now, I'll admit, I knew nothing about farming, but I hired a dedicated team and we got to work. In our first year, 2020, we planted, harvested, and donated 90,000 pounds of fresh organic food to those in need. In our second year, that number grew to 140,000 pounds. Along the way, we encountered many challenges. Many of the organizations we were donating to simply didn't have the infrastructure to handle the volume of produce we were providing. At the same time, Vancouver Talmud Torah reached out for school kids to visit the farm. During their first visit, I was blown away by the smiles on the faces and how much they learned and enjoyed the farm. So I shifted focus and added something new and just as important: food with education. We began inviting school groups to the farm to learn where food comes from and why sustainable agriculture matters. Since 2022, over 15,000 children, parents, and teachers from across the Lower Mainland have visited the farm. They've walked the fields, learned from the land, and left with a deeper connection to food, farming, and the environment. With everyone's support, JFS can expand its operation to meet the ever-growing demand, and at Stable Harvest Farm, we're ready to grow even more food to meet the need. Together, we can make sure no one in our community goes hungry and that everyone can prosper. Thank you again for this incredible recognition. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sid. I actually can't find words to thank you, not just for all the support that you've given to Jeffers through food and your presence there. I've learned so much from you, and I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce another amazing friend and a person, Shai Kyle.